Hi boys and girls, we're going to work on another poem today. This poem is called a color poem. A color poem can follow the format of the 5 senses. So the color blank, that's where you'd fill in your color, feels like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and looks like. For example, the color green. Green feels like a slimy frog. Green tastes like a Granny Smith apple. Green smells like grass that has just been mowed. Green sounds like a grasshopper chirping. Green looks like a turtle's shell. If you notice here, we have some figurative language. Green feels like a slimy frog. We have a simile. Green tastes like a Granny Smith apple. We have another simile. And green smells like, they're comparing it to grass that has just been mowed. Another simile, and here we have another one with like a grasshopper chirping, and green looks like a turtle's shell, and that is another simile. Color poetry, a form of poetry that uses color to describe or compare things of that color. You begin each line of the poem with the color, so that's really important when you're writing your own. You're going to start each line with the color you chose. You may decide to use one color, and that's what we're going to stick with today when you write your own color poems. I would like each of your lines to start with the same color. Red. Red is the color of the sunset. Red is the color of blood. Red is the color of flowers. Red is the color of lava. Red smells like roses. Red tastes like an apple. Red sounds like a fire alarm. Red looks like a fire truck. Red feels like silk. Red makes me feel excited. Red is my favorite color. Here is another poem about the color green. Now this one has another type of figurative language. As I'm reading, I want you to think about which figurative language is being used. Green is apples, markers, and cool. Green is the taste of vegetables. Green smells like grass and rain. Green makes me feel envious, which means jealous. Green is the sound of a lawnmower and a sigh. Green is a garden, forest, and a swamp. Green is renewal. Green is beginning again. Green is spring. If you guessed metaphor as the figurative language that is used in this poem, you are correct. Metaphors are used in every line of this poem. So green is apples, markers, and cool. If it was simile, it would say green is like apples, markers, and cool. But it's saying that green is apples, markers, and cool, which makes it a metaphor. The next color poem is about yellow. It's called Exciting Yellow. Again, I want you to listen for the figurative language that is used in this poem. Yellow is the bright sun that is delicate. Yellow is what wakes me up in the morning. Yellow tastes like my eggs for breakfast. Yellow smells like morning doves that roam the air. Yellow sounds like a singing hummingbird from its nest. Yellow feels like the rising sun at dawn. Yellow looks like a gold ring, but brighter. Yellow makes me feel happy and excited to draw. Yellow is a beautiful color. If you noticed while I was reading, this poem has similes and metaphors. Yellow is the bright sun that is delicate. That is a metaphor. Yellow tastes like my eggs for breakfast. Now we have a simile, comparing yellow to my eggs at breakfast. Yellow looks like a gold ring, but brighter. There we have another simile. And to end the poem, they ended with, you guessed it, a metaphor. Now I'm going to write a poem for you about my favorite color. What is blue? Blue is, when I think of blue, I think of a whale swimming in the ocean. So I'm going to add that. Next, blue is, well, when I think of blue, I always think of the feeling of sadness. So now I'm going to type that. Okay, next, blue tastes. And I think of blue, I think of at the state fair, we usually get snow cones, and I like the blue raspberry. So I'm gonna type tastes like a blue raspberry snow cone. Okay, next, blue feels. Blue feels like a warm sweater. All right, and I got that one in. Blue looks. Blue looks like the summer sky. Okay, if you notice, I added blue looks like the cloudless summer sky. I added one more detail. Okay, next is sounds. This one's kind of tough. Blue sounds like a blue jay chirping. Okay, and there's my blue jay chirping. I've got two more now. Blue smells. Oh, I know what blue smells like. Blue smells like a fresh blueberry pie. And finally, blue is my favorite pen. And there's my color poem. Blue is a whale swimming in the ocean. Blue is a feeling of sadness. Blue tastes like a blue raspberry snow cone. Blue feels like a warm sweater. Blue looks like the cloudless summer sky. Blue sounds like a blue jay chirping. Blue smells like fresh blueberry pie. Blue is my favorite pen. Okay, when you write your own color poem, I don't want you to use any of my ideas if you do blue. You need to think of your own ideas. And also, don't just say like blue is a whale. Add something to that, like a blue is a whale swimming in the ocean. Okay, instead of blue feels like a sweater, I added a warm sweater. Okay, blue sounds like a blue jay, but I added chirping so that you could actually hear that onomatopoeia. Okay, so try to add some details to your sentences when you write your own color poem, which is next.